What is going on, everyone? So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I season or make my carbon steel pan non-stick. And the way you do it is basically apply layers of oil when the pan is searing hot. The oil kind of deposits, and there are some chemical reactions to the high temperature that it deposits a black layer on the bottom. Once you see those black layers, you know your carbon steel pan is properly seasoned, or it's going to be non-stick. And you're going to keep doing that. Once your pan kind of wears off, you're going to do that again. And once it wears off, you're going to do that one more time to just keep the non-sticking properties. I prefer the carbon steel pan over my ceramic pan and my other non-stick, Teflon coated pans, because this thing, it heats up super evenly, and it's just a joy to use. So the only thing you don't want to use the carbon steel pan for is anything acidic. Like if I'm cooking anything with tomatoes involved or vinegars, whatever those acidic sour stuff, I'm gonna try to use my ceramic or the other non-stick pans. But for any other cooking, searing my steak, cooking the bacons, whatever, I absolutely gonna love using the carbon steel pan because it's just a joy to use. So first thing first, okay, we're gonna get the pan to like a very hot temperature. Now, how do I know? I have a laser temperature meter. So with this, I'm just gonna measure the current temperature on the pan. So let's see what the temperature is right now. It's 100 Fahrenheit. It's gonna get really hot. It's gonna get over 400 Fahrenheit, and at that point you're pretty much ready to go, and it's gonna create a lot of smoke. So make sure you do it well ventilated, and it's gonna be like burning smell all over. So if you look up, I don't know how, I'm gonna tilt my camera up a little bit. I have of course, range hood on the top, so once it gets pretty hot, I'm gonna turn on my vent hood, and which is gonna be really noisy, so bear with me. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm just gonna pour some of those canola oil into a bowl as my coating material. And the canola oil have a pretty high melting point, and you're also gonna need some paper towels because you're gonna be using this to dip the oil and then put the really oil soaked paper towel into the thing and just coat it really quick and then take it out. Okay, so that's the basic process. Again, once it starts, it's gonna get pretty hot and pretty smoky. So I want to let you guys know the basic process at the beforehand, so we don't have to talk when the range hood comes up. So right now it's 182. We're gonna wait for about 400 and up Fahrenheit, and then we're gonna do that. Okay. Now I know it's kind of getting hot because I can already feel the heat. Okay. So again, I'm using chopstick, but you can use a tongue. Okay. And you'll also see the change in the color of the pan. Now it gets really hot. It kind of gets dark. So look at the temperature. I would say it's almost ready to go. However, the temperature on the edge is still not hot enough. It's like at 343. I'm gonna try to get the temperature on the edge to be as hot as well. So I'm gonna wait just a little longer. And as you can see, as the temperature gets higher, it kind of gets unbalanced because it's starting to wrap the other way around. And that's just something you cannot do with a flat electric cooktop. So I kind of wish I have a gas range, but unfortunately we don't have gas access over here where I live. So we're gonna have to do with this, okay? All right, most of the center area is already super hot. I'm gonna dip my oil, and we're gonna just go layer by layer, and as I go, the center will get hotter and hotter and darker and darker, okay? it's already burned. This is really hot. I'm going to use a new piece since this one is already kind of burned. And I'm going to soak more oil just to make sure it doesn't get too hot and start burning. Creates a fire. That will be no good. I think using my hand is a little better and quicker. And you want to apply in different directions. And you want to apply it really quick, okay? The bottom is really, really hot. Really, really hot. But as you can see, it's already pretty dark. So we're almost there. Just a few more layers. Turn down my heat just a little bit. We're going to do one last pass. Whoa, all burned. Now I'm going to turn down the heat. Actually turn off. And that's pretty much it. So we're just going to let it kind of get cooled down by itself, because right now it's really, really hot, okay? But we're pretty much done. As I'm turning down the heat, I'm also going to give it just a few more passes. Kind of get the oil all trapped inside. So you will kind of know that it's properly coated once you use the the thermometer with a black dot, and the black dot doesn't reflect any light. Then you know it's properly coated. And so I know, like at this point, yes, center of the pan is definitely going to be non-stick, and you have successfully, seasoned your carbon steel pan. I'm going to wipe any excessive oil off the pan. Again, you're going to do this very carefully. Any leftover oil, wipe it off. let it sit until it's cooled. Alright guys, so the seasoning or the coating for the carbon steel pan has finished. If you look, the bottom is shiny and coated with this very hard shell oil deposit. So when you see this, you know it's properly coated, and it's going to be non-stick for quite a long time. The next time you need to recoat it is when you see, you know, the raw steel kind of shows up again, and it kind of starts to chip away, and then you know it's time to season again. But you don't have to do that for quite a long time once you properly seal your carbon steel pan. Okay, so if you guys have any questions about how to properly make your carbon steel pan non-stick by coating it with oil deposits, feel free to ask me in the comment section down below. Otherwise, I hope you found this video helpful in helping you properly season your carbon steel pan. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.